Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Metric, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And I want to talk about the misrepresentation of us black people as a whole that's going on. Like, every time you see a music award, you see a bunch of black women degrading themselves, displaying a body for the whole world to see, which is not the way that a woman of class would carry herself. And so it's weird how a lot of these women, people be telling, oh, she a baddie, she a baddie. Traumatized men who haven't dealt with their trauma, be pumping these women heads up, and now you see them, and man, I need to get away from this dude. Dude, a weirdo. In a big semi truck too. I should get the number off his truck. He is driving too close. You can't drive like that in no semi truck. But see, this goes back hand in hand with what I'm saying. It's not just blacks. Don't think that. It's not just us who are getting destroyed by the media. Remember on the movie The Matrix, how Lawrence Fishburne's character Morpheus held up the battery and said, this is what they want you to become. And that's what they slowly doing to people. And people, what they do is they'll bombard you with their credentials and their net worth. And so because they have credentials and net worth, people trust these people, and these people are being used to make you docile, make you complacent, make you comply with everything that these type of people do. That's why you need to watch the movie They Live. It's an old movie with Roddy Piper. That's exactly what's going on right now. And they'll use, like for the young black women, they'll use the sexy reds and what's her name, Saweetie and Sukiyama and Ice Spice and all the rest of them to either, their hope is either they can make the race extinct or control the masses by making them dumbing them down, making them docile with some of these entertainers. That's why when you watch these people, do not emulate them. Do not get down on all fours twerking. If you want to twerk, get married and twerk for your husband. How about that? How about that? Save yourself. You 15, 16, 17, y'all know I got the series where I give a young woman advice. Do not follow after these chicks you see on TV. You know, value yourself higher than that. Don't be out here passing yourself around and dressing where, because, hey, we gonna look. If you gonna show, I'm gonna look. But a lot of the women that I would look at, I wouldn't try to get with, because I know they ain't gonna be nothing but a problem. And I know I'm not finna be emasculated or go to jail. So most of what I see out here, I might look, but that's about all. That's all. I mean, it's just something to look at. It's almost like going to a wax museum. You looking at stuff that has no life in it, but it's interesting to look at. That's how a lot of these women is now. That's how a lot of the black women in particular I want to talk about, but it's not just them. So let me say it. It's not just them, not just them, not just them. It's not just them, it's not just them. There you have it. So don't come in the comments acting like I'm singling them out. But I'm talking about how they destroy the warrior mentality that's in us by making us at odds with each other. He a dusty, so I don't respect him. Or he's this, he's too short, so I don't respect him. I like tall dudes. Or he's this, I like bad boys. All of these tactics, it's like a big giant maze And it's only one way out of the maze. The maze symbolizes the matrix. The maze symbolizes all of this foolishness that they want you to live by and that they want you to emulate. That's what the matrix symbolizes. So for black women and black girls, the matrix replica they want you to go by and be like is Sexy Red, Sukiyama, all of these women who can't even stay in a relationship, but yet walking around like they some goddesses. Don't you know how that goddess thing works? How are you a goddess with a 50 body count? I mean, I study history, I study mythology, I study folklore, and you never see it or you rarely see a goddess just having sex with everybody. You know? But now they want you to believe they're a goddess. And they getting their insides pushed in, ripped out, so on and so forth. And y'all guys really care what they think. Y'all let them dictate to you. So let me get this straight. If I don't wear my hair the way you like, if I don't wear my beard the way you like, if I don't dress the way you like, I'm a lame. Let's compare. How you dress, how you live, the things that you consume into your body. Are you a replica of God or the devil? I mean, but these same people, you'll see them, you go to McDonald's or something, you got the little baby sexy reds in there, and they looking at you like you just lame, like you ain't nothing. You can't even go 2 weeks without catching an STD. Man, some of these girls done had like 10 STDs. How you gonna tell me anything? You should be listening to what I got to say. But they'll look down on you like you just a dirty bum and they the standard. You're not the standard. Man, these dudes be glorifying using drugs, man. Are you okay? Do you need a hug? Are you okay? What's the problem with you where you think you need to be sipping on lean every day? What's the problem with you where you smoking 10 blunts a day? Are you okay? Do you need some counseling? Do you need therapy? But the same people though, the same people who are getting pumped, they're getting punked. They are the hand puppets of insecure people of other races that know that if you find out who you are and what works for people like you, they're gonna be in trouble. So then what they do is they'll throw out there all these gangster rappers talking about killing each other. They'll throw out there all of these thotty girls with Freddy Krueger, Edward Scissorhand nails, 96 tattoos. They done made their body a coloring book, and somehow they better than you. Man, get out of here. You are a flunky for the racist white man. You're a flunky. Nobody finna try to be like you. And then on the videos, you see just nothing but chaos. Drag racing, girls getting down on their knees, twerking, just all kind of garbage, man. And where has it gotten them? Y'all think that's culture? Okay, so if it's culture, then it's gonna get you somewhere, right? Where has it gotten us as a people? Where has twerking? Where is having a big booty? Which, hey, listen, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but it's all in how you use it, you know, and who you use it for. If you using it for your husband, you somebody's concubine, that's different. But if you say, all right, everyone, hey world, look at my booty. I'm going to make my booty shake. Man, get out of here, man. And the white guys, that's going to be another billion for me. Then you got guys, don't know how to drive, act like some lunatics, walking around with an AK-47 under their nuts, wanting to shoot people over everything, but only black people though. They're gonna only shoot black people, and I'm not saying you should shoot white people or anybody else, but you should learn how to behave. But somehow, all of the filth and garbage that's being put on the TV, radio, internet, smartphone, has these people believing that they are the standard to follow. Now y'all see why I do some of the things I do. Ain't no way I'm following these people, man. Ain't no way. They put dudes that look like totem poles on TV, and they control them like they some slave. You might as well have them eat some pinto beans and cornbread on this show. Some of these dudes might as well eat some pinto beans and cornbread on their show, because they acting just like some slaves. And ain't nothing wrong with pinto beans and cornbread either, especially with a little hot sauce on the pinto bean, a little butter on the cornbread. But I'm just saying, who keeping score? So I'm still on that subject though, how they use these people and give them a lot of money. And the reason why they can do that is because all y'all think about is money. You should think about money, but it shouldn't be all you think about, and it shouldn't be your priority. How many people gotta die to see that money ain't everything that people make it? How many drug dealers have to die? How many gang members have to die? How many people end up strung out on drugs over their financial problem? How many people end up deleting themselves because they can't buy a freaking Christmas gift? You can't buy a Christmas gift. You can't buy a Christmas gift. Oh, I'm a failure as a parent. Because you can't buy a gift on a holiday that's pagan. But who's keeping score? If you celebrate, you celebrate. So they throw these people out there, and then they watch the people who don't follow them. Like, they'll put you on a list, on a government watch list. Like, what's different about him? Why can't we get to him like we can get to the other ones? So they'll tap your phone. They'll look for reasons to slander you. They'll tempt you with this, tempt you with that. They got the technology to put thoughts in your head. But you got to learn how to be strong spiritually. You got to be strong spiritually before you can be strong mentally. So you buy into all of these concepts. Like, you go into most of the major stores, we still in September and they already got the Halloween stuff out. Then we'll get to Halloween and they'll have all the Thanksgiving stuff out. Then we'll get to Thanksgiving and now they have all the Christmas stuff out. Santa Claus. You need the fat white man to bring you some gifts. The devil is a lie. Look, I can pat myself on the back. I could go right now and buy myself a gift. But we buy into this stuff. We buy into this, well, the baddie, that's how that's the black women. Well, she's a baddie. She shave all of her hair off her body, get 10 tattoos, 10-inch nails, and have 56 wigs, all different colors. All that stuff is role-playing stuff, man. And they bringing it out to the public. That's all role. Hey, look, if you married and your wife want to put on a wig and some boots up to her knee, hey, man, it's time to have some fun. But what they do is they bring out the role play in everyday life. They make you insensitized or desensitized towards seeing a woman naked. Like, that's something that you should be able to look forward to, but we can find it everywhere now. A lot of these women, if you look hard enough, they ain't got no panties on. I guarantee you this. I would bet that 20% of these women walking around here with no panties on, and another 20% walking around with a G-string up their butt for you to look. It's all game. It all desensitizes you. And what happens? From a spiritual standpoint, you start doing things where you feeling like you ain't good enough to go in the presence of God. So what do? People who say that they're in the presence of God, you hate them because now all the stuff you've accepted into your life, you think that you're not good enough to go in the presence of God. And the devil got you. The devil got you. Just like the Most High plant a word in you, a plant an image in you, so will the devil. You selling drugs, the devil got you. If you out here a little 304, the devil got you. If you out here trying to be like all of them women who they gonna say, hey baby, you looking for a good time? Remember how they used to say it in the 80s? They all looking like they might as well say that. For $200, I'll make you holler. That's what's going on. And it's weird. The U.S. trying to be debaucherous and communist and socialist and all of these things in one, right? And even the communist nations don't like us. Putin said, man, we ain't doing all that OnlyFans stuff over here. That stuff is private. You do that behind closed doors. You know, but in the U.S., and I'm gonna talk a little bit. If I get another long trek, we're gonna talk about what just happened in Illinois. I told y'all, I said I wasn't gonna go as hard, but I don't know. Pause. I don't know. I might have a couple more things in store. But we trying to be like them, and they looking at us with contempt. With contempt. In the U.S., oh, let's legalize prostitution. Oh, let's take away cash bail. What else can we do to create chaos? They be in board meetings. What else can we do to create more chaos? Chaos is control. Chaos is how we control. We control by chaos. So that's all of the stuff we seeing. That's basically strategy. Out of chaos comes order, right? So now they're gonna say, well, for you to even, like maybe 15, 20 years from now or less, for you to even watch PORN as in nonsense, you're gonna have to take this chip for you to buy or sell anything. If you want to watch that, you gonna have to take this chip. See, they get y'all addicted to this stuff, and then they gonna do, see, the whole C thing, that was just a practice run. Let's see how many of them we can force their hand. They forced a lot of y'all hand, and now they saying it worked for the most part. So now everything we see is leading up to something. It's leading up to something. For one, for us blacks, they don't want us around. They don't want us around. It's a lot of historical reasons, a lot of reasons in general. They don't want us around. So they gonna feed us stuff that will cause our numbers to drop through homicide, our numbers to drop through STD. Now you can't even have kids because your fallopian tubes look like they dancing, look like they break. Her fallopian tube look like they break dancing, and they supposed to be sitting there like they saying, "What up?" Two trees. But most of these women fallopian tubes look like they doing a wave from too much sex. They fallopian tubes look like they break dancing. Instead of sitting there like two catcher's mitts to catch catch sperm. A lot of they fallopian tubes. And that's what y'all learning from Sexy Red. She said, I got STDs. Chirpies. Down in Texas, you got a syphilis outbreak. But these is baddies though. They baddies though. Look at them. Oh, look at his hair. He needs to do something about his hair. Meanwhile, you have an STD underneath your waist. But I need to do something with my hair though. I need to get my teeth fixed. But you got an STD. Which one do I prefer? Do I prefer to have a STD or crooked teeth? I prefer crooked teeth. Do I prefer to have chirpies, herp dirt, or do I prefer to have stringy wild hair? I prefer stringy wild hair. I mean, dude, they find these people, man. I'm supposed to be like y'all, so you can barely go on these jobs without all these robotic flunkies that with this false urban black culture, you go in there looking different, talking different. Oh, you ain't supposed to vote for Trump, you black. Man, get out of here, goofy. You vote for who's the best candidate. You vote for who you believe is going to make life more simplistic or maintain the standard of life that you establish for yourself. And these people, dude, and we know doomsday is coming. You think the Most High gonna sit back and let these women who their ancestors were before him day and night praying, and now they descended through a bloodline and they twerking on the floor, and y'all think he ain't gonna do nothing? Y'all do know that that's what the type of stuff they made the slave do. They made them dance, they made them sing, they made them fight. Almost every aspect of our culture is replicas of slavery. And we all partake in it. That's why Kanye, when he said it was a choice, he was right. Nobody making them get on there and show their thigh all the way up, show they frontal, to show cleavage, to get on there and jiggle their butts. Nobody making them do that. They choosing to do it. Slavery is a choice. It's a choice. Doing stuff that'll get you locked behind bars like you, Haram, what was that ape, Harambe? When we was little, it was Samson. See, in Milwaukee, we always had an ape that would live in the zoo for a long time, and they always would name the ape. And you would come up and all of you, why excuse me, while you little, you'll know about the ape. When we was little, his name was Samson. And Samson lived for a long time. That's how they want y'all to be. They want y'all to be like Samson, in a cage. Now they got all these shows about life in jail and stuff like that. But we gonna keep talking about this type of stuff, man. Ladies, develop your own style of dress. It's all right to have some similarities. It's all right if you like some of the same color nail polish. But don't do what these women who degrading themselves on every music award, on every time that you see them on the internet do. Be different. Be a unicorn. And guys, you don't gotta be out here practically borderline getting locked up to prove how tough you is. I try to stay away from these type, man. I try to go where people ain't thinking about how tough they are. It get hard to avoid sometimes, though. The joke is on us. What you gonna do to get the joke off of you? Black man, black woman.